Welcome to Top 10 with Mayzoon. Today we turn back the cosmic clock to witness the birth of our solar system. Our story begins with a bang, a big bang to be precise. This colossal explosion occurring around 13.8 billion years ago set the stage for everything we know. It created the universe's building blocks, atoms, particles, and vast amounts of energy, essentially the raw ingredients for the cosmos. As the universe expanded and cooled, these building blocks came together to form galaxies, stars, and eventually, the seeds of our solar system. Picture a vast cosmic cloud, a solar nebula filled with dust and gas. This nebula, swirling in the dark expanse of space, was the cradle of our solar system. But how did a nebulous cloud become a star-studded solar system? The answer lies in one of the fundamental forces of nature: gravity. Gravity caused the nebula to collapse, pulling the dust and gas particles towards its center. As the nebula collapsed, it began to spin and condense, forming a flat, rotating disk. At the heart of this disk, where the gravity was strongest, a protostar began to form. This protostar grew hotter and denser, eventually igniting to become our sun. But our story doesn't end with the birth of the sun. The remaining dust and gas in the disk, now orbiting the young sun, started to clump together. These clumps collided and stuck together, growing larger and larger, setting in motion the process that would lead to the formation of planets. And amidst this cosmic dance, the stage was set for the birth of our planet. As we journey through the formation of Earth, keep in mind the immense scale and grandeur of these cosmic events. It's a story of chaos and creation, a testament to the power of nature, and a reminder of our small but significant place in the cosmos. From the fiery furnace of the nascent solar system, the Earth began to take shape. As the sun blazed into life at the heart of this cosmic maelstrom, the leftover dust and gas from the solar nebula began to play their part in the planetary ballet. Imagine, if you will, a dance floor of cosmic proportions. On this dance floor, countless particles of dust and gas, like innumerable dancers, swirled and twirled, pulled into the cosmic dance by the irresistible force of gravity. As they moved, they bumped into each other. Sometimes they'd move apart, but often they'd stick together, forming ever larger clumps. These clumps, or protoplanets as they are called, were the building blocks of our planets. Over time, they grew, attracting more and more matter, their gravitational pull increasing with their size. It was a time of colossal impacts and fiery collisions, a time when the raw materials of our solar system were being forged into the planets we know today. The inner solar system, where our Earth was born, was a particularly chaotic place. Here, the protoplanets were made mostly of rock and metal, the heavier elements that could withstand the fierce heat of the young sun. Over millions of years, through countless collisions and mergers, these rocky protoplanets coalesced into the rocky planets of our inner solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. But our Earth story was just beginning. The early Earth was a hot, molten ball of rock, constantly bombarded by the remaining debris in the solar system. It was a tumultuous place, a molten sphere in a cosmic shooting gallery. Yet, from this violent and chaotic birth, the stage was set for the creation of a planet unlike any other in our solar system, a planet that would one day teem with life. This was the dawn of our Earth. In these violent early years, our planet was being forged in fire and ice. The Earth was undergoing a transformative process known as differentiation. This process saw the denser materials sink towards the center, forming the core, while lighter materials rose to the surface, creating the mantle and, eventually, the crust. Simultaneously, the Earth's volcanoes were busy at work. They were outgassing, releasing water vapor and gases into the atmosphere. This early atmosphere was fundamentally different from what we breathe today, mostly devoid of oxygen. Now let's talk about our oceans. They cover over 70% of our planet's surface, but where did all that water come from? One theory suggests that asteroid impacts may have delivered water to our young Earth. These asteroids, like cosmic water carriers, might have been the source of our vast oceans. Slowly, our planet began to resemble the world we know today. With time, the Earth's surface cooled and solidified, giving birth to the first continents. This was a world in transformation, a world taking shape. The molten mass of rock that was the young Earth started to cool down, its surface hardening into a thin crust. As the crust thickened, it began to crack and break apart, forming large landmasses we now know as continents. But these continents weren't static, they were dynamic, constantly reshaping the face of the planet. This was due to an extraordinary process known as plate tectonics. Imagine the Earth's crust as a giant jigsaw puzzle. Each piece of this puzzle is a tectonic plate. These plates float atop the Earth's mantle, a layer of molten rock. Propelled by the heat from the Earth's core, these plates move, albeit at a pace slower than the growth of your fingernails. The movement of these plates has a profound impact. When they collide, they form towering mountain ranges like the Himalayas. When they slide past each other, they trigger earthquakes. And when they drift apart, they create deep ocean trenches and allow magma to rise and form new crust. This process of plate tectonics has shaped and reshaped our continents, sculpting the world we know today. But the Earth's transformation wasn't just physical. The atmosphere, too, was evolving. The early Earth's atmosphere lacked oxygen. Instead, it was dominated by greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane. These gases acted like a blanket, trapping heat and warming our planet. This warm, wet world was far from inhospitable, though. In fact, it was the perfect crucible for the next chapter in Earth's story. The stage was set, the curtains about to rise on the greatest show in the universe, the birth of life. Earth, a world transformed, was now ready for its next act. As the surface cooled and solidified, it created the perfect stage for a new, unprecedented spectacle, the emergence of life. Water, the lifeblood of our planet, began to pool into vast oceans. These waters, coupled with the presence of organic molecules and the nurturing warmth of the sun's energy, set the stage for a grand performance. These elements, seemingly simple in isolation, together created the complex conditions necessary for life. Imagine the first stirrings of existence, a spark ignited in the primordial soup, the first heartbeat in the silence of the prehistoric world. The story of life on Earth was about to begin. 4.5 billion years ago, our planet began its extraordinary journey, a journey that continues to this day.